Minnesota is this incredibly vibrant community. It's also a community that cares for each other and shows up. What would it mean for students to feel inspired by the material that they're learning? There's no higher calling than what it means to lead in a classroom and co-create possibility with your students.
I was deputy superintendent of Memphis City Schools, and one of our philanthropists was really encouraging us to look at TFA. We ended up getting 50 core members who came to Memphis City Schools, and I ran across a couple of students from Minneapolis Public Schools who said, well, we would love to be in Minneapolis, but they don't have a program. And so all I could think about is like, I need this type of teacher in my classrooms. There are people who have the right mindset.
Teach for America is really embracing the Twin Cities in its 15 years. Every task force that's working on important issues around educational equity, they're there. Programs like Teach for America, programs like Breakthrough Minneapolis welcome anyone into the work. We also do some intentional recruiting to ensure that we can get young professionals in this field that have shared lived experiences, because that's going to help them in creating a welcoming, good, strong learning experience for the young people they serve.
Teach for America and Ed Allies worked really closely together to change our teacher licensure policies. There was no real standard for how to become an educator. So we said, let's create that standard. So the result was people of color benefited most greatly from finding these pathways into teaching, increasing teacher diversity by 50% over the last 5 years.
I want to emphasize how important it is for children to see representation in roles such as teaching. I think it was difficult growing up to envision myself in a leadership position when I didn't really see that. I love that I'm able to do that now for my kids.
Being a core member in the Twin Cities was a transformational experience. It is not until you start that you realize how much you're learning so very quickly.
I do think I'm becoming a better educator, which feels cool to say. TFA has really helped me start thinking about modern pedagogy and what it means to be an educator.
It's about describing time.
The first resource TFA provided me was a community, people that I still call friends to this day.
TFA has given me quite a bit. I would have never met Marcus, and we would have never had Ro.
One of our friends from the Corps officiated our wedding. We all came together because of the vision that TFA provides, and it makes those lifelong relationships as well.
Kimberly, she's in 3rd grade.
See the cat. See the cat.
She's more confident. Her voice is getting stronger and louder.
Lo que más me gusta en la escuela es estar con mi hija y también aprender bastante en la escuela.
She's taught me love on a new level. She's taught me how to love her and my other students, not in the way that I want to love them, but in the way that they need to be loved.
Ella es como mi mamá.
And I want you to continue shining your light to other people, because we live in a world that needs that.
You love me, and I love you too.
Yep.
Myself as an Indigenous, Ojibwe woman, had it not been for an organization like TFA that was literally holding my hand starting out that career, I wouldn't have been there without those resources and supports.
Teach for America Twin Cities region. They knew that I wanted to go down the principal route. They were presenting opportunities to me. I actually sat for my principal license last Thursday and I passed, so I am a principal. So Twin Cities Teach for America region specifically is going to make sure that I have opportunities for me to be able to grow.
Toward the end of my 2nd year as a core member, I decided to run for school board in Richfield. It's been 9.5 years, and we've seen success in the last 5, where our graduation rates have increased.
One of the biggest things I learned through Teach for America is really the power of of every single individual in ensuring that young people have access to quality education. If you're the person managing buses, managing our food service, managing our classrooms, that you play a significant role in removing barriers for our young people to be successful.
I know that where I am today professionally is because of a lot of the professional development experiences I did as an alum. That has led to me now co-designing our fellowships that we now offer to our alums.
TFA changed part of my purpose. I think my initial purpose was to educate kids that were like me. Now, as a dean of students, it's all students.
We often think about like, what's the one solution that we need to fix all of education's problems? And I think that's the faulty way to go. We all need to be working together in collaboration to figure out how we can improve our education system for all kids. And I think Teach for America is a crucial element of that.
I know TFA is good for the state of Minnesota.
I cannot retire until I see that the needs of our scholars are being met. And I believe TFA can support that. We need TFA, and we need to support them.
This system needs people like you to fight for these kids because they're the best.
To me, this is the exact moment that your commitment to education matters. The small actions that you take, especially during times like this, truly matters. And so I want folks to recommit. There's still significant challenges that we have in front of us. But I want us to invest in this notion of there's a possible future that we can create together to really make sure more students learn, lead, and thrive in our community. And that's at our fingertips. We just need to commit to this work and working collaboratively to bring that vision to life.